Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Torres. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quick release on the RPO. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Agbana. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Bettis. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass, it's Agbana. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
There's some defensive backs.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to Pop. He'll try to take it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Baldridge. They make the stop, and a good pickup there on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Finds a little space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning on it, headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 1st and goal for the offense. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Bettis. Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the 1st down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no, that was a great call. Good job, Brooks. Good job.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he walks his score. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bettis. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the return man couldn't get to it. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.